Hey, Thabreakmasta here, and this is gonna be my Tiger and Bunny episode 22 review. So before we start off, I'm just gonna say, another great episode. It was nice. It was nice. I really liked it. I really liked it. Yes. So basically, this episode starts off from the last episode where we see Tiger and he's all going to do his manly war and stuff like that. So yeah, so he starts to so they're all broadcasting. And he's like, okay, we have Tiger, and he's all flying around. He's like sitting there on the building, and he's like, oh man, on top of our building. So since he was on top of their building, they made everyone evacuate the building and stuff. And Keade was there, or Kotetsu's daughter was there, and she was standing there watching the broadcast and everything like that. And she was gonna go up. So then we go back to Tiger, and Tiger ends up dropping down, and then he starts doing his poses. Tiger pose is basically his war, his wild war is like it's a pose, I guess. He start posing and stuff, so, and stuff. I'm like, okay then. And they're like, what? And then that girl ends up telling all the heroes to attack Kotetsu, and then they start attacking him, and he's like, why don't you remember me? And then they start fighting a bit and everything, and Tiger's all in buff form too. He's actually using all his power. It was interesting too because in this episode, I mean, remember we were seeing that Kotetsu was losing power and everything, that he couldn't keep his power up for very long. In this episode, it seems like he's able to have his power still going really well, I guess. I'm not really sure what's going on, but hey, I'm liking the story so far. I'm not really complaining. It didn't seem like he was using all his powers. It took about like 3 minutes, I guess, I think. But yeah, they're fighting and everything, and so he ends up trying to stop them for a second, and then he starts revealing secrets about them that only Kotetsu would know. Like Blue Rose, she wanted to always be a singer. Origami Cyclone was scared. He's not thinking he could be a hero. Just everyone, and they're like, oh, and stuff. And then Dragon Kid's like, are you a stalker? He's like, no, I'm not a stalker. And they still weren't listening to him. And he's just like, you don't know what else to do. So he seemed like he just gave up. And then Sky High ended up grabbing his arm, and it looked like it was gonna be over. And then Kotetsu's daughter, Keade, ends up coming, and I was like, oh snaps. And she's like, let my dad go. And he's like, ah! And then this big old black, white bubble thingy ends up coming up all of a sudden, and then boom, it makes him remember everything. And everyone that was watching the broadcast ended up remembering everything too. So all the heroes didn't remember who he was, and the only one that actually believed Kotetsu in the first place was Blue Rose. Yeah, Blue Rose was the only one that actually believed him, and he was saying thank you to her, and everyone's memory is all good, and now everyone was all good except Barnaby. Barnaby wasn't there. I guess maybe Maverick kind of thought something was gonna happen, so that's why he wanted to play out and wait and see. But now they have their memories back, but he doesn't have. But Barnaby doesn't have his memories back, so he ends up coming, and he's like, you murderer, and he ends up trying to go after Kotetsu, and then the heroes, since they remember Kotetsu now, they're trying to help him, and he's like, calm down, Barnaby, he didn't do it, and stuff, and he's like, oh, he's wrong with you, why are you helping him, and but Kotetsu, for some reason, he didn't want to say, like, because he asked him, like, why did you kill my aunt, and he's like, then he told Rob Watson, just take care of Keade for me, I'm gonna go try to make this guy remember, and he's like, let's go, Barnaby, and then Barnaby ends up chasing him down. He ends up getting on the motorcycle. Oh, he didn't get on the motorcycle yet. Tiger ends up running, and then he ends up jumping down the building. And then Barney does the same thing. But Kotetsu has that little string shot thingy, so he ends up shooting it back up. And then he gets pulled up, and then he breaks through a window. And that window has his old suit. The other old suit, because there's a new suit now. But the old Tiger, not the oldest Tiger suit. The green one. I'm going around in circles, but the green Tiger suit he has is in there, and he's gonna go get it. But then he ends up seeing the dude that made the suit, and he's in there and stuff, and he's sitting there, and he's like, oh snaps, I don't know, don't. I look suspicious, don't I? And he's like, what are you talking about? Y'all talking all low and crap, and yeah, so he ends up remembering him, so he ends up put the suit on, and then he goes down and he has a bike, and he's like, what's he waiting for? Barney, let's do this. And Barney's like, what? And so he ends up riding his own bike. Tiger has his own bike, and they actually have connectors. I didn't really pay attention to that, but he was all riding and everything. And then he ends up connecting to Barnaby's bike, and he's like, remember the old time we were riding on the bike like this? And then Barnaby's like choking him. He's like, hey man, calm down. And so they're just doing this run around and stuff and everything like that. And he's showing the places where they've been and first time they met and everything. But it just wasn't working. So he resorted to actually trying to fight with him. Towards the end, he ends up doing this bike ride. They're like, okay, I got no choice. They're like on this bridge, and the bridge is opening up because this boat's coming through. So they're both driving, and they're like, ah! And it's just epic picture, by the way. It was a really epic picture. And yeah, and that was in the episode, and I was like, oh man. And yeah, Barnaby did come over there and see Keade, but Keade didn't have that power anymore because Sky High touched her, by the way. So yeah, they couldn't make him remember. So it was kind of stupid, but yeah. So I love this episode. I can't not wait for the next episode. Oh my god. If you've seen the episode, leave a comment below and tell me what you think of this episode. And if you haven't seen the episode, go watch it. Watch Tiger and Bunny. And then leave a comment below and tell me what you think of the episode. Rate me, subscribe to my channel. It's been the Thabreakmasta Tiger and Bunny episode 22 review. And until then, break out.